in Maryland.
Good evening and welcome to the News Now at 10 o'clock. I'm Danielle LeBlanc. This is where we bring you what you need to know right at this minute at 10 o'clock. It's also great because we don't have to wait to give you this information before our next televised newscast. WTOC is a 24-hour newsroom, and we want to bring you those up-to-date minute-by-minute updates throughout the day as quickly as we get them. And we also love these digital newscasts because we can interact with you. We love when you guys jump in and say hello, especially where you're watching from. And we also love that you can ask us questions so we can better clarify what news we have happening throughout the day. So feel free, if you have not done that before, if there's something that I run through tonight that you don't quite understand or you want to ask another question about, I'll try and answer those as best as I can. Before we dive into this information, I want to check in with those of you that are already giving us those friendly hellos and where you're from. Watching from Ludowici. Hello, Veta. Richard, Crystal, watching from Ludowici as well. Shannon, is the volume on? Let me check with our digital team and make sure. We do have someone asking that we have. Can everybody else hear the volume on this digital newscast? Let me know if you cannot. I believe we do have volume. Maybe check the volume on your device, but we do have folks checking in from all over Hinesville, Hardeeville. Hey guys, but we do want to start. I saw several of you jumping in from Ludowici. Some very sad news that we've been tracking, and that is from the police chief. Funeral services held today for Frank McClellan Jr. That was the police chief of Ludowici. He was killed Saturday night in the line of duty. Now, our bureau chief, Dal Kennedy, was at that service today, and he explains how this death touches so many more people beyond this small town. Take a listen.
The service today for Chief Frank McClellan remembered the law officer, but also the husband, the dad, and the community member. It also included a message about the challenges law enforcement face, like the one that led to his death. Law officers and loved ones packed the First Baptist Church to remember McClellan for the way he thought of others before himself and served his community. Officers came from all over the state to pay respects to a man who died in the line of duty. His pastor remembered him as a husband and father and leader who did his best to diffuse any situation.
Go to worrying about stuff, and Frank would just say, you know, it's going to be all right. It's going to be whatever it's going to be. I ain't worried about it. You don't need to be worried about it. He was just cool hand.
But the pastor also praised McClellan and other officers for the disrespect and danger they face these days, such as the driver who struck McClellan when he wouldn't stop for officers in a high-speed chase. The pastor hopes society can return to a respect for those who wear the badge. In Ludowici, Dal Kennedy, WTOC News.
I do see several of you commenting right now. Ludo Strong, again, that was the Ludowici Police Chief Frank McClellan Jr., killed in the line of duty. Georgia lawmakers gathering in Statesboro again today for the second round of meetings aimed at developing rural communities across the state. Members of the House Rural Development Council looking for ways that rural communities can gain better access to health care, attract more businesses, and create more jobs. But Representative Ron Stevens says many small communities are often overlooked because they can't offer basic necessities like broadband internet.
It's incentivizing other ways to get broadband to rural Georgia is big, and there's places outside of Savannah and Atlanta that deserve economic development, and this is a roadblock.
The House of Representatives formed the council last year. They meet in different parts of the state to hear about the successes and challenges in those communities. And tomorrow is their last day in Statesboro. Now, looking for a permanent place to stay, or you might be having challenges doing that, you are in luck. The city of Savannah hosting a fair housing, education, and resource fair this Saturday. All the information on your screen right here. This event will honor the 50th anniversary of the signing of the Fair Housing Act. The city will present information like credit counseling, homeowner protection, and the legality of buying a house. I know I've had questions about that entering the home buying process or renting process. It is for landlords, homeowners, renters, and all of the information you need to know right there. Take a listen to what the city is saying about this event.
What we want to do is be able to educate people, landlords,
owners, renters, people that are looking for housing about how they might be able to secure affordable housing and what to look out for.
And if you missed some of the information from that full screen, 9 informative sessions will be held from 9 in the morning till 1:30 in the afternoon at the Savannah Civic Center that is downtown. People interested required to register by tomorrow. The link is on our website. There's also a phone number, but again, head to WTOC.com if you're interested in searching for fair housing or just getting educated on that process. You can head to that fair housing event this Saturday downtown, the Savannah Civic Center. The flu season, we all hate it, and last year, if you remember, one of the worst ones that there has been. Lots of people victims to it. It's right around the corner, but we are trying to help you and your family get ready, get educated. The Georgia Department of Public Health also doing that by offering vaccines next week. You can get a regular flu shot for $29 starting Monday. If you need a high-dose flu shot, those are also available for $55. You can get vaccinated at your local health department. And guys, you do not need an appointment. You can show up. They're there. They're waiting for you. They know that there's a lot of anticipation, maybe some anxiety around this flu season, especially, like I said, after a deadly flu season last year. So head on down to your local health department and go ahead and get vaccinated before we enter the peak of this flu season. I want to check in with a couple of you right now. We're still getting a lot of talk and comments about the Ludowici Police Chief Frank McClellan Jr., who was killed in the line of duty on Saturday night. Seeing a lot of people, Ludo strong, arrest in paradise, Uncle Frank. So looks like we have some family members watching right now. We do give our condolences. I also see a lot of people watching from out of state. I see Texas, and I think I saw somebody else, Vermont. We love always having viewers from out of state. Some of you might have family here, but also news is, intertied all throughout the United States. So thanks so much for watching and giving your support to the Savannah and Low Country communities. But tonight on the news at 11, join Dawn Baker, myself, and WTOC's Wright Gazaway. We're running through a lot more information that I didn't have time to bring you here. And also, residents in Richmond Hill, I have some very exciting news for you. As of right now, City Council and the Mayor voting to not raise your taxes. Now, it's not a secret, Richmond Hill is one of the fastest growing cities in the nation, but they have to find some way to pay for all of that growth. It's not going to be your taxpayer money as of right now, residents, but tune in at 11 o'clock for where the City of Richmond Hill is going to come up with that money. I've been working on that story all evening, and I'll have it for you coming up at 11. But if you weren't able to get your comments in here and I didn't have time to answer them, always feel free to email or call our newsroom. But for now, I hope all of you have a wonderful rest of your night.